Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84. Welcome back to not the game room, but my journey to find video games and nostalgic stuff from my childhood. A little bit of a different opener today. And if you want to see what store I'm at, stick around. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. As you can see behind me, we are at South Louisville Toy and Antique Mall. This is an awesome store. Let's go in and see what they've got. Alright guys, I'm going to do a little voiceover. Right out of the gate when I went in, some Hasbro WWF figures, which I've been looking at. Some Turtle stuff on card and in box. LJN wrestling ring. Seems a little high, but it looks like it's in really good shape. Some really other cool stuff in these front cases, guys. Right out of the gate. I didn't get anything out of those cases because I just wanted to kind of look around a little more and see what else. Turtle 4-pack. See what else they had. Some Baywatch stuff. Everything in this case is 20% off. There's a lot of cases throughout there that do sales and stuff like that, which is really cool. Really nice to see. You can get some really good deals. Some Marvel Legends, Token Razor. I'm not sure what that other Turtles thing is. I think it's 4 turtles in disguise. But a lot of really cool figures and stuff throughout. NES, $75 for an NES. Doesn't seem too bad when you look at the prices on eBay and retro game stores and stuff like that. GameCube, 89 Batman book of some sort down there. I didn't see that. I went through the Chrono Trigger action, $220 it looks like with the price tag on that one. Some on-card Masters of the Universe, Gargoyle stuff. This booth, everything was 60% off. I did end up picking up a few loose figures when I was here, simply because they was already good prices and then 60% off of that. Some little camera theatrics there. PS4, some GameCube stuff. I didn't see a lot in ways of video games, and I'm sure that if you're a new collector or just from like maybe a different area, a different region where stuff's less common there, you could probably find some good stuff. Some consoles. I'm not sure what the prices on them were. Some Ghostbusters on card, Masters of the Universe. A little bit of plush, and just kind of a mixed smash of games. In the back there, some in the front. Some complete in box NES stuff. And some loose PSP, some Skeleton Warriors. I didn't see that Metalhead VHS, or I'd have probably picked that up. That's the worst part about doing these videos and doing voiceover, is seeing stuff that I missed, and then either it not being there when I go back, something like that. Some NES, and again, probably some good deals on stuff. If those games are the ones you need for your collection. Some OG Xbox. There wasn't a whole lot of booths that had sales on games, but there were a couple. So some 360, some OG Xbox, some PS5 stuff. I'm not sure what the percentage off was on this. It may have been like 20, 30%, something like that. I don't think I get a good shot of that sign. But some loose Genesis stuff, OG Xbox, PS2. This was the same vendor, but like a different case, something like the other side of the wall. Some loose NES stuff. $360. Blur is a good game. I don't know what the price was on that. That purple PS4 color is kind of cool. So GameCube. There's a SNES Model 2. And definitely check them out on YouTube, guys. They'll kind of give you a tour of the whole store. Alright, guys. So after the fun that I had at the South Louisville Toy and Antique Mall, I'm back in the game room. Let me show you all what I picked up. Unfortunately, to be a video game channel, I did get a lot of toys. In fact, a whole bag of toys this trip. But I did get one game and a VHS. So let me go ahead and kind of get these toys out of this bag so I can show you all what all I got. My game room is quickly turning into a toy room. And I'm okay with that, because I think I can make it work. Alright, so now that I have all these out here, we're going to go ahead and talk about this one first. And all these figures was like between $2 and $4 a piece. I think a majority of them were $3 a piece. Like this one was $3. The mouth from Police Academy. So this is my third Police Academy figure. So glad to have that. Yeah, it was $3. So glad to have that in the ever-growing 80s toys collection. Yeah, so 3 of them now. Alright, so the next one, and I know I've showed them on a video before because I bought them at a yard sale, but I got, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 maybe of the Playmates Dick Tracy villains. I, however, did not find a Dick Tracy, but I picked up one for, again, $2 or $3. So now I can display my Playmates Dick Tracy figures. I remember having these as a kid. Thought they were cool. Enjoyed the movie as a kid. So yeah. Warren Beatty is Dick Tracy from Playmates. I only picked up one Motu or Mother Masters of the Universe figure. And he was $5, I think. But I think he was worth that. So I picked up Fisto. He does have his armor, and it does have his fist. That gets lost quite a bit. And I don't know if the band doesn't look like it's been replaced. If they did replace it, they done a good job. It might be a new band, but I don't think it is. Legs are really tight, so he'll display really well. 1983, and he does articulate just the way that he's supposed to. So glad to add another Motu figure to my lineup. Alright, so as you all have already seen, I've gotten into Hasbro wrestling figures. And I got one of the Bushwhackers. I'm not sure which one this is. If you all know, comment down below. But it's one of the Bushwhackers. Jake the Snake Roberts. And then I think this is axe from Demolition. But I'm not sure off the top of my head. So glad to add 3 more Hasbro figures to the collection. Alright, so last, but certainly not least with my figures, some TMNT. Guys, I am super, super pumped to have added some of these to the collection. We're going to start with ones that aren't from the original 10-back lineup. And that is Muckman. It doesn't have his trash can lid, but he surprisingly has the head cap that goes up there. So Muckman, I remember having him as a kid. I also think that I played with him with my Toxic Avengers figures as well, just because he kind of fit in with that lineup from Playmates as well. So Muckman, Wingnut was $3. No wings, but he does have his belt. So cool display piece, nonetheless, for $3. So yeah. And then this one is a Turtle Changers Raph, and I've still not figured out how exactly to change it, how it all folds up, but he turns into a turtle. Somehow I'll have to figure out how to do that. But he was I think $2 is what I give for him. So I thought that was a cool display piece at $2. And then the last sewer talking turtle that I needed was Raphael. So now I have all 4 of the sewer talking turtles. So glad to have that in the collection as well. So these last 3 are all villains. And I did not have them in my little growing collection up there. And they are all from the original 10-back, original lineup from the 10-back. And then, so, I have Rocksteady. So glad to have him in the collection. No weapons, no belt, but he still would be a cool display piece for the $3 that I give for him. And then, so Rocksteady and Bebop. So glad to have him as well. Another good display piece. And that actually got me one away from having all the ones that was on the original 10-back cards. Only one I need now is April O'Neil. But I seen a Foot Soldier. I've already got one. But you can never have too many. And they are super hard to find because of like army builders. You know, there wasn't just one Foot Soldier in the series. There were several, so I use them to build armies, and they're hard to find. But $3 for a loose Foot Soldier was a really good deal. No weapons or anything, but that is cool. I was just glad to find one for $3 to add to my display. So I've got a couple Foot Soldiers up there now, and the rest of the guys. So that is all the figures that I got. I picked up a VHS. I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but I didn't even know this was a thing until I seen it, and that is The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald Scared Silly. Never knew anything about it. I just picked it up on an impulse. I figured it was old enough to have released on a VHS, so it would probably be nostalgic. 1998. And I guess, you know, it's just where I wasn't a kid anymore, that I didn't really didn't really care. I have no idea. It's made by Klasky Cuspo, the same production company that did Rugrats, All Real Monsters, and all those series. And you can tell by the artwork on the front of it that it's from that era and from that production company. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. I think there were 6 of them in total. This is video number 1. I'm not going to try to collect the whole set or anything. But I thought that was cool to see nonetheless. And the one game I did pick up needs a little bit of work because it got some spray paint on it. So I assume it was sitting somewhere when someone painted a house or something. I have no idea. But I picked up Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. I remember renting this game several times as a kid. I never owned it. $10. Wasn't bad. I think it's at like the $15 to $20 range. I don't know if that paint will pick up well, but I think I can get all that paint off. So that'll be fine. And it has a security thing from like a video rental store on the back of it. And I think I can get that off as well. But glad to have another SNES game in the collection. So guys, that was everything I picked up at the South Louisville Toy and Antique Mall. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend checking it out. It is a great time. Even if you don't buy anything, it's a super great time walking through there. So guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Ring that bell for notifications, and you will be notified when I post a video for you. Until next time.